In this lecture, let's start working on applying damage to the enemy. If the player is close enough to the enemy while attacking, the enemy's health points should decrease. Before decreasing their health, we must specify when the attack should register. Let's create an animation event for when the attack should detect an enemy hit. Try this as an exercise. In the K-Kit model, search for the attack animation. I'm going to drag the scrub on the player. In my opinion, the best place to register an attack is on frame 10. On this frame, we should send an event called onHit. Here's the exercise for this lecture. I want you to create this event. Next, in the bubble event class, capture the event with a method. During this method, emit a new custom event. Lastly, in the combat component, register a method for the new bubble event. In the method, log a message to the console to indicate a hit has been registered. In a nutshell, we're bubbling the event. After all, the combat component is responsible for handling our game's combat. It has access to all the information we'll need for handling an attack. Most of these steps are just a repeat of what we did in the last few lectures. Pause the video and give it a try. Welcome back. If you were able to take on the exercise, that's great. If not, that's fine as well. Let's go through the solution together. First, let's add a new animation event to the attack animation. Under the Events section, let's add a new event by clicking the Add Event button. Next, I'm going to move the event near the 10th frame of the animation. For reference, you can manually move the playback. In the Events section, a horizontal white line should synchronize with the playback. The event should be near this white line after you've adjusted the playback to frame 10. After moving the event to the frame, let's set the function's name to onHit. We can start capturing the event with the bubble event class. Open this file with Visual Studio Code. At the bottom of the class, define the onHit method. During this event, we should emit a custom event. Let's define the event at the top of the class. The name of our event will be called onBubbleHit. As usual, we're going to set the initial value of this event to an empty lambda expression. Lastly, back in the onHit method, let's call the invoke method on the onBubbleHit variable. The custom event is ready. We can start capturing the custom event from the combat component. Open this component in your editor. In the onEnable method, let's register a new method for this event. Set the bubble event component .onBubbleHit event variable to a method called handleBubbleHit. The most important step is to use the += operator. Let's unregister the event from the onDisable method. The code is the same as before, except the operator should be -=. The last step is to define this method. At the bottom of the class, define the handleBubbleHit method. Inside this method, let's log the following message with the print method: hit registered. That should do it. Let's head over to Unity to play our game. If we try attacking, the console logs a message to inform us that a hit has been registered. Great! The next step is to send out an attack on our enemies. In the next lecture, let's begin this process.